Hi guys, Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Tuesday morning, September 14th, 2010 daily stock report. Market's really moving up here, resurging, getting a lot of new strength here in the last several days. We got some good news out of China with their growth rate, which remained high. And then this morning, Warren Buffett says he doesn't see a double-dip recession, and he believes in America. And since the market is so news-driven, it responded very well to those numbers. And right now, for some reason, we're in a cycle where the market is particularly clued into what China says. Pretty unusual, but that's the pattern, and we really need to stay with that and keep observing that. Last time that China said that their growth rate was down, the markets dropped 4% on the indexes in one day. So it's really starting to affect us. It feels like to me that the market is holding on to the last country that's got some good economic news, besides Brazil, of course, and China is really becoming very newsworthy in terms of what the market is watching. So here's the Dow up 0.8% today. It looks like we're going higher. Next area to be watching to see if we get above that is that August high. So that looks like about just under 10,750, another couple hundred points. The question is, are we going to bust through that? The shorts that we've got are not working. Most all of them are not, and that's definitely a concern. So we're closing most all of these shorts. Nasdaq Composite was really up today, up almost 2%. Really big move. We're just a day or two off of hitting that August highs right in this area, right in here. And it looks like to me we're going to be approaching that here in the next few days. Here's the S&P 500 up 1.1%. Just also similar to the Nasdaq where it's almost above that. We're almost hitting that August high. Russell 2000 up 2.5% today. So it feels like the market's going to keep holding a positive bias this week. And we've got new money coming in. We've got all the players back. Both the professional and whatever retail investors are still working with the market. Feels like everyone's back from vacation. Still not quite that full strength that we've had in previous Septembers, but I think a lot of the market has washed out quite a few of the retail investors. Let's go through a handful of stocks. AZO, still on a nice uptrend. Feels like we're just on a little bit of a dip that could be bought. If you don't have a full long position, it seems like to me we could be going to a higher high. We just had an all-time high a couple days ago, and it looks like we'll most likely continue to move up higher. Google's finally getting going and getting some out of its little rut it's been in with some kind of negative news, a little bit better sentiment, getting some news out of this Droid system that seems to keep getting better, and how it's taken away market share with Apple. And that Apple is kind of like big dog to beat, so that positive news with Google taking market share is really good. Here's the short on LDK. We've been slow in getting out of this short. Should have been a couple days ago. And this should be considering covering this short. Closed GMCR today. Probably was a premature move. Probably continues to move up. I think today had its all-time high. Here's Monsanto. We're probably a day or two late to be getting out of it. Should have been out of that last week. I just thought I'd give these shorts a couple more days to see if we could head down, but the market it was pretty clear last night on the Chinese news and the futures that we were heading up today. Here's CNQ, which was oil gas we were up on a short position, gapped up strongly today, up 3.2%. That triggered off a covering, and there was a slight loss to this one. Same with OMX, was doing pretty well on the short side. This moved up 4.5% today, and that pretty much erased the profits. Here's TIN, new high today. That's a problem, up 3% at the close, but was as high as 20.21. So this is on a bullish run. The short's not going to happen. Here's Rex, oil and gas. It is got a lower low and a lower high today, but it feels like to me it's still pretty bullish. Normally I would have expected this to sell off. So keep a very close eye on this. Keep a stop loss. You might even consider closing this short position tomorrow. Here's BIN on the way up to make a higher high, probably close to its all-time high. CGA, still expecting this to bounce off this 850, 8.25 level. CMG, also all-time high today, up 1.4%. Really nice bull run continuing. Here's MCP, continues to creep up. Don't like this one. The volume's decreasing, and it's just real strong. We'd like to see the volume really increasing as it goes up. Let me show you the type of chart pattern we like. We were watching this next chart, RDCM, and it's just got crushed here in the last 2 days, which would have been over a 60% profit. But what you're looking for is, and this really didn't have a big gain from 832 to over 12 bucks. And this didn't get quite parabolic, but the volume did at the bottom. And that's really what you like. You like to see this volume really moving up here along with this price chart. And the price really, we like to see them, you know, way up here. But it is crashed, and that's really what we wanted to see in this MCP by now. So I'd consider closing this short. The market's shifting toward a positive bias, toward a bullish uptrend, until, of course, the next bad news. So you guys take care, put the odds in your favor, and we'll talk to you tomorrow night.